Bonjour, Emily Talpin, WEM System Ambassador in the US. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm taking you on a road trip with me on the coast of Maine, and we are gonna go and check a couple of botanical gardens and see what we can photograph. So let's get started. We actually started the trip with a bang. If you haven't seen my video from last Sunday, you definitely should. I'm gonna put the link right here. We had a really good aurora, and that's the time lapse that I filmed. I thought it would be useful to give you a couple of information on how to film a time lapse. So that's what my videos from last Sunday is all about. So make sure to check it out because you never know, there could be more aurora coming our ways and you want to know how to photograph them. And time lapse, oh my God, it is so the way to go when you're doing aurora, when you're doing a northern light photography, in my opinion. So we took the van and our first stop was Boothbay. We stayed in a nice little campground there, beautiful views on the bay. It was so refreshing, and actually we got quite a lot of wildlife over there. So we stayed for a couple of days, so we got some morning and afternoon shots, and I was able to photograph birds like heron, for example, just a nice little portrait. And after that, we headed to Boothbay Garden, so the Maine Botanical Gardens. So gorgeous. They have a beautiful building and so many gardens were still in bloom. I got the 90mm macro, the OM1 Mark II, the FL700 and my flash and diffuser. I mean, look at those flowers. It is in September and it's still going strong. The dahlias were gorgeous. They had a little area where you could see all the different type of dahlias. I don't do flower photography, but I made an exception here. And then they had a lot of panels on bees. They even had a place where you can open a panel and look at all the bees. It's just very pretty. I couldn't take a photo because it was a bit dirty, but here you go. They had tons of information on bees and how important it is to protect them from all those pesticides. So that was very educational. And then I actually did not photograph bees, but I photographed this cute little hoverfly. You know me, I love hoverflies, they're so cute. And then I made my way over a bridge and I was able to find a dragonfly. It was hard because I really had to not move much and to not scare them, and there was a lot of sun. As you can see, it was very, very bright, so it was a balancing game to be able to get the photo. And after that, there was that gorgeous little pond. I think it's the Zen pond, and check that out. That frog was so cute. It was right there. It was enormous, and there were a lot of other frogs in the pond, so I was able to take a couple of pictures shooting through leaves, but also taking photos with all the greenage around and getting closer and closer, and see how close I could get up to the eye with the 90mm macro. So just slowly approaching. And Boothbay is actually known for the trolls. So you have a couple of trolls that are there. So you can walk in the forest and go and look at the amazing artists who built those trolls. Very inspirational. I only had my macro lens with me here, so I just did the best I could, and I ended up taking a photo from far away, and the light was so harsh I went for black and white. Then we took the road, crossed another couple of bridges. We were so lucky, the weather was just so pretty, and we ended up in a farm, got a couple of apples, check out all the pumpkins, it's the season. And we ended up in Bar Harbor, checked the museum and garden over there. It was actually super cute. and they also had a couple of flowers going around, and I actually had my 150-400 with me because I was looking for birds. But what I did was take some kind of moody shot that's very fall-like, that little leaves that has been caught by that spider web. And then in Bar Harbor, we found this garden, and I was able to photograph the damselfly. Look at those eyes, those blue eyes, so mesmerizing. So I had a good time. And after that, we ended up on another walk, and I find the house of horror with all the spiders. There were so many spiders in this house looking over that lake. I've never seen anything like that. Just, I mean, look at how big they are. Just insane. And I actually went back to my car, got the 90mm, and that's the photo that I took of the spider. I did use the flash and the diffuser again on those photos, and that's the end result. Then we headed home because I was sick, unfortunately, with a cold. Not COVID, not the flu, just a cold. And I'm back here right now. As you can see, the leaves are starting to really pop. It is about peak foliage here in the White Mountains. So get out there, because it's gonna go fast, I think. But the search for the moose and the bear is not over. I'm still gonna be roaming around. I'm just really trying to see if I can photograph a bear or a moose before the end of fall foliage. We'll see if that happens or not, fingers crossed. And I wanna thank you again for your support. If you're not a subscriber, well, it's never too late. Click on the subscribe button, hit the like, and click on the bell so you know when my videos are coming out. And I will see you next Sunday. Until then, happy shooting. Au revoir.